What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back with my 2023 Ram 1500. I've owned it for just over a year, and I promised that I was going to do a one-year update video and tell you guys all the things that I love and hate about it, and if I still think it was a good truck worth purchasing, and any issues that I've had with it. So I bought this truck in September of 2023. It is now December the 14th, 15th of 2024. I'm a tad bit late. We've got some miles on it, so why don't we take a look at the truck and see how it's holding up. So here it is, my 2023 Ram 1500. This is the Limited, and it is a beautiful truck. This truck also has the eTorque, which I'm a big fan of, although I don't use it for the reasons that they really put it in this truck for, but it's still there and it's nice to have. This is a wonderful truck that I picked up for something like $68,000, something like that, and I have used it heavily. A lot of things happened since I bought this truck, and I have needed this thing more than I've ever needed a truck before in my life, and I'm so glad that I got it. And this trim, this is the chef's kiss right here, man. This trim level is absolutely wonderful. You've got the adaptive headlights, the LED, the like laser beam headlights. You got the 22s, I almost said there were 24s. I'm showing it to you exactly how I typically drive this thing, guys, because this truck is a work truck specifically. This is used for work. I haul cars, I haul trailers with lawn equipment, I haul products for repairing vehicles at the dealership. I use the truck exclusively for work, guys, and we're going to find out what my average fuel economy is on this thing too. So at 30,000 miles, rear tires still have pretty damn good tread on them. They're the Pirelli Scorpions, and the front tires, tad bit less, but still good tread. And if you look at the outer edges and the inner edges, they actually look really good. The outers are a little more worn than the inners, but the only things, maintenance-wise, I've had to do to this truck is oil changes. I've had several oil changes, and I've had the tires rotated, I don't know, 3 times, 4 times, something like that. And she's been good to me, guys. Build quality on this is phenomenal. There's no rattles, no creaks, no clunking, no nothing. I've had no issues with anything on this truck, at least nothing that was the truck's fault. Now, like I said, I'm showing this to you exactly as it. I did not go out and clean my truck up for you guys. I'm actually recording this on the 15th, so you're going to see the video today. I'm just a little bit late doing it. I keep all of my tools and stuff for car stuff, you know, straps and my NOCO. I'm supposed to have a jump pack in here. It seems to be missing. That's nice. I always keep a jump pack in here. Huh. And I also keep a code reader in here too, because you never know when you're going to need a cheap code reader, guys. I'll need to find that NOCO. It is dirty. I carry my dog in here. I carry my kid in here. I haul boxes. You can see there's some stuff going on in the seat. That will wipe off. That's just like dirt residue from the boxes. You put a little leather cleat, see? Nice and clean. I haul everything with this truck, man. It's got like the concert sound speakers in the roof right there. Absolutely beautiful. You've got USB-Cs, USB-As. You've got heated and cooled seats back here. You've got an inverter as well. Man, I love this truck. I wish I spent more time with it without using it out of necessity. But to be quite honest with you, I'm always driving one of the cars from the lot, or I'm driving my Tesla. The truck gets very little use as like something to just go run around in. This thing is used for business. Now, I had a little incident a while back with a backflip tonneau cover. It's a folding, it's a backflip MX4, a like 3 or 4 folding hardcover for this. I was going down the highway, and this has never happened. I've been using backflip for years. Never happened to me before, but you'll notice there's no bed cover. And you may notice it's got some damage. There's actually a dent right here, actually a couple dents along with these scuff marks. Oh man, it was something. And then we've got a big scratch right here. That's yep. And then there's some markings over here, some over there. And then over here, we've got this one by the taillight. Nothing major, but it's really disappointing when you spend this much money on a vehicle to have it damaged by something that it shouldn't have been damaged by. Well, I was going down the interstate, and out of nowhere, my backflip went from on top of my truck to dragging the highway. And we have a turnpike out here where the speed limit's 80 miles an hour. Okay, I was going 80. When that thing let loose, I saw it happen in my rear view. It took launch. It came up at 80 miles an hour and it flipped. Is that why they call it a backflip? Whoops! That sucker flipped. And it came out and it was just banging in the wind, man. Just boom, boom, boom. When I got out of the truck, I pulled over immediately, obviously. Got out of the truck and it was literally dragging the ground, man. And it had just been beating the hell outside the truck. So I'm upset that this happened, but I'm also thankful because all that I've got to show for that mess is a couple marks on the side of the truck and a couple minor little dings. I'll send this down to Brian. He'll be able to polish that out and get that stuff out, or compound all of that out. The little ding, I mean, it's a truck, guys. It's gonna get dings, right? So I didn't clean it up. I rarely take this thing to the car wash. I rarely clean the interior, but it is about time to take it down to Brian and get some proper cleaning done. One thing I did notice about the front end of this is they don't put the paint on very thick. You know what I mean? They really don't believe in doing thick paint. So I'm guessing the paint is kind of thin. Now the hood seems fine. My grill actually appears to be in mostly good condition so far, but when you get over here, there's a lot of bug guts on here too, but we've got several chips just like this. Several chips just all over. There's another one right there. This is a metal bumper right here, but we've got just, I mean, if you clean this off, there are chips everywhere on this. So very thin paint on the front of this truck. Now, I mean, I know it does kind of look like a brick. So, I mean, it is going to, things are going to hit it. It's going to attract things to the front end because it's so ginormous. And that's the other thing that I really love about the truck is how big it is. If I'm carrying more than a couple people, I'm probably going to be taking the truck because of how roomy it is, man. I mean, you get this is like luxury experience. I've got the seat back exactly where I want it. And that seat over there is actually a little bit further up than the driver's seat. So you actually got more legroom over there. Take a look at this. I mean, it's no S-Class Mercedes, but I mean, I'm not going to lie. This is a comfortable place to be. And if you want that real executive treatment, turn these into captain's chairs by folding down this piece here in the middle. You get your little storage compartment right here. You got your little cubby hole right here. You got 2 cup holders right here. And if you don't want this out like that, you can just fold it up and it goes right back to being hidden again. And of course, these fold up where you can, keep your tools and all the unsightly goods out of the way where people won't see them when they're folded. It's another thing I like about it. And let's move this toolbox out of the way here. And take a look under here. I love Rams for this. They're little storage boxes, man. They have tons of storage in these things, man. You could throw all kinds of stuff in there. And there's another one on the other side as well. Beautiful truck. And the attention to detail on these, it's absolutely it's phenomenal. I've heard some people say that these Ram interiors are really plasticky and cheap. And in some ways, I agree. I mean, this is all for sure cheap plastic everywhere, okay? But when you get to the places that you're actually going to be touching on most of the time, this is all nice, soft touch material, guys. I mean, super supple. Let's see if you can see that. This is very supple. And the attention to detail, the stitching, absolutely beautiful, man. I love it. I don't care that all this is plastic, mainly because, again, work truck. These pieces, they're going to get kicked, scuffed. Look at that. You see what I mean? You don't want stuff like this to be soft touch, guys. It's just going to get damaged. My personal opinion is they did a great job on this truck. Of course, you have remote app controls so that if you want to start the truck, say early in the morning, you don't want to go grab your keys or whatever, or this is for me, if you're at the Copart or IAA yard and you want to remotely start, but you're way back in the back somewhere, like way away from key fob range of your truck, and it's 110 degrees out and you want to cool that truck down, about 20 minutes before you get out that you want to cool that truck down, you just open the phone, push a button, boom, turn it on. Heat, air conditioning, whatever. You can control the truck and have it ready for you. One of the other things I love is I said storage, cup holders, man. I'm got cup holders for days in this truck, man. Look, 2 cup holders right here on the driver's side for what? Who needs 2 cup holders? But hold on, that's not all. Of course, we've got the seat, and I want to show you after 30,000 miles and a year of use. The bolsters still look good. I don't see any wear. The piping is in good shape right here. Other than being dirty, this thing is held up great. And this is not a garage queen. Like I said, guys, it's a work truck. I don't garage this thing. It spends its entire life outdoors. Now, cup holders, again, more cup holders right here. Then you've got storage right here for what? I have no idea, but that's not all. Open this up, you've got more storage right there. You've got your wireless charging pad right there. Of course, USB-A, USB-Cs, and your aux input as well. Now, I'm pretty sure that both of these are wireless chargers, but I could be mistaken. Actually, it's only this one. All right, and if you've got too thick of a phone case, yeah, thank you, intelligent Siri. If you got too thick of a phone case, you might not be able to charge it, guys. Then you've got storage up here. Okay.
I found this on the web for if you got too thick of a phone case, you might.
Shut up, Siri.
Check it out.
Okay. Good. Jeez. Then you've got storage. Don't mind any of this. That's all just trash. Actually, it's napkins. We always save napkins. Keep a little extra charge port thing up here. We've got some pins because you're always going to need pins or pencils. You got more storage here. You got a 12-volt accessory power outlet right there. You got heads-up display here. You got a storage compartment here. But wait a minute, guys. You got another storage compartment right here, too. The truck is absolutely loaded with storage, guys. The heads-up display on this, I absolutely love. I wish everything had a heads-up display. I really enjoy it. Of course, we've got the ginormous touchscreen. You've got the air suspension. This is proven to come in handy many times. You even have a button on your remote key fob, and I have used it many times when hauling stuff. Let me show you. This button right here, right? You can do a couple things with it. In fact, let's shut the truck off real quick. I just wanted to showcase that beautiful screen. And look at all the buttons. Good. I mean, this thing is this thing is loaded with options. So, a couple of the things that I really like about it. Number one, the tailgate feature. Okay. Unfortunately, it does not go back up. It yeah, so you got to do that manually, but you know, it's nice to have. I know some trucks have the multi-function tailgate, and I know they have the Ram boxes. Honestly, I don't want the Ram boxes because it takes up too much bed space. I use the bed in my truck a lot, so I don't want the Ram boxes. I don't care for multi-function tailgate. I wish it put itself back up, but it doesn't, so no problem. Now, there's a couple things. This button right here, if you push it, let me try to get you guys right here, and I'm going to, you see the lights flash? Now give it a minute, be patient. Do you see that? She's actually lowering herself all the way to the ground. It's called like easy entry mode. So if you got someone that's handicapped or somewhat disabled that has trouble getting in and out of a big vehicle like this, it'll bring itself to the ground as low as it'll go so that people can get in easier. Like my mom, if I were to pick my mom up, she has trouble. She's short and she's older. She has trouble getting into this big truck. So you can do this from the key fob or you can do it from the interior as well. But the next thing is, and this is the big one, is when you're loading stuff, right? You want the bed, if you're carrying a big heavy package, you want the bed to be as low as possible to give you an easier time loading stuff into it. Same thing with trailers. Let's say you made a mistake, you're backing up to your trailer, and oops, you don't have your trailer high enough, or, which happens to me many times, the trailer has sank into the ground over, 2 months of sitting, it sank into the dirt, and your truck is no longer lining up with it or something, right? You just push the button, lower it down, and then you can back right on up to that hitch. And then the best part is, if your coupler's open, you can push the button inside, raise it back up, and you'll be right inside the coupler of your trailer. It's kind of a nice trick to have. And with all the cameras, you can absolutely do that. You got a camera here, you got a cargo camera up there, there's another camera on the front. This thing has cameras everywhere. Of course, you got the tow hitch, the 4-pin, the 7-pin. This truck is absolutely amazing. So as far as any problems that I've had with the truck, absolutely none. And it's kind of bittersweet for me. I've never checked under the hood. I don't think I've seen under the hood since I bought the truck. I can't wait to see what this looks like. I take it to the dealer for most of its services. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Yeah, that's, she needs a detail, guys. There's your eTorque right there. If you don't know what eTorque is, it's basically a motor and battery, like a hybrid battery and a little motor that's designed to help give you some extra oomph when you're hauling. All right? When you're starting to get going from a dead stop, which is what takes most of the energy, you know, it takes a lot of gas, a lot of energy to take a vehicle this big and actually get it moving from a dead stop. So they created the eTorque system, and that actually gives you that little bit of oomph to get going when you're first starting out. But it does a little bit more than that. It's also responsible for the start-stop system on this truck, which, you know, it works pretty seamlessly. I like it. It's all right. But if I'm being honest, I just prefer vehicles not to turn off. You know what I mean? I just don't feel comfortable when I'm sitting at a stoplight and my truck turns itself off. I don't like it. I get why they do it. It's to save gas. Honestly, I don't care about fuel economy. But just in case you do, let me show you how to do this this easy entry and exit. You just pump this up a couple times and it'll raise the truck back to normal mode. And another cool thing about the truck is when you're driving down the highway, once you hit like 60 miles an hour, the truck goes into aerodynamic mode. So you'll see that light flash and the truck automatically lowers itself to give itself better aerodynamics, again, it's going to be less wind drag and better fuel economy. You get some different gauges that you can scroll through here. It's like a performance gauge right there, man. It's pretty cool. I like a more traditional gauge, something a little more like that. Truck currently has 30,718 miles in a year. I've really used this truck. Let's check the fuel economy, if I can even remember how to do it. I never check fuel economy, so see, that's the problem. I don't know how to get to my fuel economy. I never use this stuff, guys. Oh, there we go. 162.9 miles on this last one, 17.5 miles a gallon. Can we switch? There we go. 15. Is that it? 1,005. I must have reset it. Either that or Jessica did. Dang it. Well, anyway, 1,557.6 miles, 17.6 miles a gallon. So there you go. I mean, that's regular use, guys. That is a little bit of towing and just regular driving. It is what it is. So about 17.6 miles a gallon. Really not bad, because my TRX and my Power Wagon both, they got single digit fuel economy, because I towed a lot with them too. I use them as work trucks, and it was not good. It was really not good. Down here, you've got all your four-wheel drive stuff, which is nice. I wish we had a traditional shifter, but you get this little nub that you can use. You got your two-wheel, four-wheel, then you got your auto start and auto off stuff here. Of course, you've got your front sensors, rear sensors, tow haul mode, traction control mode, and then your trailer brake controller built in right here is also really nice. You can shut your screen off at any time if you want to by just pushing the button. That's also nice. We have auto park. I'd love to show that to you guys. I actually tried it out one time. I've used it once. The auto park feature is honestly pretty freaking remarkable. It works great. You've got your kind of lane keep assist. I don't like this because to me it's too much of kind of back and forth, so I leave it off. Cruise control works like it should. Windshield wipers just got replaced. Guys, after a year and 3 months, I finally had to replace my windshield wipers. The dealership charges $50 a wiper. It'll cost $100 to replace both wipers with some regular old generics. So I went with the good $40 a piece Rain-X XLs at AutoZone, man. And I threw two of those on there. You know, it cost me $80 plus tax. Now, again, this is an issue I've had right here. With a case that's too thick, my iPhone won't charge. You see the little red light flashing? To get it to charge, I've actually got to pop my phone out of its case. Now, if you stick the phone down there, though, and it's really picky. You got to get it just right. It should start charging. As I said, there we go. Now it's charging. All right, but I had to take my case off to get it to charge. That's stupid. And this is a MagSafe case. So, I mean, it should be good for charging. It's a name brand spec case. It's not super thick or anything. So, but I've had this problem many, many times. My fiance has the same problem with it as well. So it's not just me. Next cool feature is the backup camera. I think that's awesome. And then I think I could have swore somewhere there was a button for cameras. Maybe it's under vehicle and then vehicle cameras. There it is. Look at there's your surround camera. All right, of course you've got bird's eye view. Left mirror. Oh, I forgot there were mirror cameras. Right mirror. Rear camera. And then aux camera. Then you have your trailer surround camera. You can hook up a trailer surround camera. I obviously don't have one on this one. We have your front cross path detection. And where is the cargo camera? I don't see it. This thing has a cargo camera, but for the life of me, I can't remember how to find it. We have the surround, we have the mirrors, front, top, and rear. Oh, that's just a dual camera. Top and front. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. And then your rear view camera. Interesting. Well, I promise you there is a cargo camera. I just can't remember how to use it. I could have swore maybe it was up here. Maybe not. Camera? No, I don't know what I'm doing. You can push buttons and change things, but I don't know how this works. Typically, I don't use the digital rear view mirror. Typically, I like my old school kind of traditional mirror. So there you go, guys. Fuel economy issues, cost of maintenance, next to nothing, man. What I do is I sign up my dealership, David Stanley in Midwest City, David Stanley Dodge in Midwest City. They have a package, like a 3 oil change and tire rotation package. You just buy that for like $300, and you take it there whenever you want to, and they do the services for you for that set price, which, in my opinion, is much better than paying for like a tire rotation, then separately an oil change. I just let them do all the stuff at the same time. I know the truck is filthy. I know people are going to get on to me about it. We got a tailgate release here too. Then we've got your, oh yeah, we don't have a sunroof on this, but we have the sliding rear window. We never use the sliding rear window. Why would we? I don't know why anybody would use a sliding rear window. Sunglass holder, and that's about it. It's a big truck, guys. Honestly, it's huge. It's quiet. I haven't done any modifications to the exhaust or anything like that. No custom wheels. I've done nothing. This is a truck I was able to buy and just use it. And I'm happy to report I've had no problems out of this. And the build quality is so good. It's so good. My Tesla, I hate to bring it up in a video about a truck, but man, that Tesla has had to go in for repairs already. It still has creaks and rattles and noises that are just so frustrating for a car that's supposed to be, you know, the car was a 6-figure car, over $130,000 when it first came out. And you would think for that kind of money, you would expect a little bit better quality, you know what I mean? And here we got a truck that I bought brand new off the dealership floor for 60 some, I'm going to say, let's just call it 65. It was somewhere right around $65,000. And this thing makes no rattles, no creaks, no clunks, no nothing. It hasn't had to go into service for any warranty work at all. Nothing. It does currently have a recall for an ABS miscalibration or something. They keep calling me, telling me I need to bring it in. I've got no issue with the trucks. No warning lights have ever come on. Nothing. It's been absolutely perfect. And for the money, I think it's perfect, at least for me. I'm sure there's plenty of you out there watching that are into, you know, your Chevys. I like Chevys too. I don't trust them because to this day, they're still having problems out of the 6.2s. I think they're having problems out of just about everything nowadays with the displacement on demand, that active fuel management, the AFM. Lots of problems out of those, and you're talking cam problems. I know that Dodge Ram is kind of notorious for the old valve drop and the lifter tick. I get that. Anything with fuel management could have problems, but I have had great luck out of the Ram brand. Okay, great luck. I've never been paid anything. I've never been given anything to promote them. I'm just saying, personally, I have never had any major problems In fact, I'm not sure out of any of my new cars, my new Rams that I bought, and I've had a lot of them, I don't think I've had anything that I've ever had to take them back to the dealership for because something was wrong with them. I just haven't had the same experience with Chevrolet. Okay, and Ford, no offense to the Ford people out there, I'm not a Ford guy. I'm really not. I'm not too big on the styling of the interiors or the exteriors. I like this. Okay, I love that Dodge kind of keeps some of this stuff across the board, like the big screens, right? You can get into like a new Hellcat or a new Challenger, a top trim Challenger, and you've got the same type of screen. It's the same user interface, the same buttons. You know exactly what you're doing, and I like that about it. I like that they're cohesive. I really do. Great truck, guys. There's your 1 year update. I got errands to run, so I'm going to have to get out of here. So there you go, guys. My 2023 Ram 1500 after a year and 3 months and almost 31,000 miles. It's actually about to go to the dealership probably this week, and then it's going to Brian at the Auto Spa. I really want to take better care of it, but when it's a work truck, you use it, and then you put it away until you need it again, and then you use it and you put it away. It is going to the dealership. It's due for another oil change and tire rotation, and Brian's already told me for about $650 he's going to clean and polish this thing inside and out. He's going to make it all look good, condition my leather and everything, so it's going to be good to go for another year. And I do use automatic car washes, although rarely. I rarely have time to take this thing and run it through the car wash, but I do try to occasionally wash it. Don't worry. I do my best to keep it clean, but I know a lot of you are going to be upset that I use automatic car washes. I use them on the Mustang GT. I use them on this. I use them on my Tesla. It just is what it is, guys. It's too convenient. And any defects from those car washes, I send the cars down to Brian, and he corrects them when he does his paint correction on them. So it works out for me. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Oh, listen, my 1994 Oldsmobile Cutlass, we had a little snafu with Copart on that one. They had the wrong title listed. They had it listed as a rebuilt title, and then the listing took forever to get put up, and I'd already made the video. So if anybody out there was interested in the 1994 Oldsmobile Cutlass that I have with 66,000 miles on it, I'll put a link directly below this video to that car, guys. It is up on Copart for sale literally right now. It ends in like 3 days. It is a clean and clear title, no accidents, clean Carfax report, and it's not salvaged. It is not rebuilt. It's a solid car. It's like $325 right now, so definitely go check that out. Now, with that, I'm going to get out of here. If you enjoyed the content, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. Happy Sunday. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.